What's going on, guys? Reminiscing with REM. Yeah, man, it's so many things that happened back in the days. I've been doing music for a very, very long time, and I love what I do. I started out basically with a group of guys. The name of the group was UNEEKE, UN to the double EKE. That's what we used to say. My best friends been knowing each other for a very, very long time. And that's pretty much where I first got my record deal. I grew up in Mobile, Alabama. My mom was a single parent. She got one boy, which I'm the oldest, and three girls. On this picture here, you'll see my oldest sister, which I'm older than her, but she's the oldest of the other two. She came up with us, but my mom raised us, moved from Mobile to Pritchett, Alabama, where I'm from, 335 Circle Drive. Right in the middle of the hood, baby, right on the side of Alabama Village. That's where I was raised, where I ended up attending a middle school, KJ Clark. And I joined the band. I was playing baritone. I played several different instruments, but there at that middle school is where I actually learned how to start getting into doing music, freestyle, and making beats. I had a couple of friends around me, DJ No Sweat, Mike Kale, and a couple other guys, B-Rock and the Business Boys, brother Marshall. We did a talent show. But at KJ Clark is where I started music, but then I graduated to high school, and that's where I joined the choir and met Mr. Gardner. Now, Mr. Gardner is the guy behind a lot of musicians coming out of Mobile, Alabama, and Pritchett. He taught me everything I know. He taught UNEEKE, the guys in the group, pretty much everything they know, the ones that attended there or didn't attend there. He trained us. Well, there was a group of guys used to perform at his talent show that he showcased. Well, it was really a showcase, and these guys' names were UNEEKE. I wasn't in the group at the time, but that was the name of the group. They was wearing Kwame outfits with the high top fades, but these dudes was like singing. And I love New Edition and all of the hot R&B groups out back then, and they reminded me of them. Now, these guys were hot. They saw me performing in a talent show previously that year. I was dancing. I really didn't know I could sing as good as I do now because I didn't have as much training, but I started out dancing, which I took advantage of the dancing because a lot of people couldn't dance in the group. So about time they actually put me in the group, I was like the choreographer. The guy in this picture right here is Sean Perry. He's the guy who taught me how to dance. Rest in peace, Sean Perry. One love, man. And from there, I pretty much joined the group UNEEKE, and two guys in the group, two guys in the group actually left. Vernell left and Keith Pleasure left the group. So then they came back and started looking for group new members, which they found me and Ryan Hall, the tall guy in the group. And then there was a radio guy, I think it was Jam and Jimmy back then. He gave us a call and was like, man, y'all got to put this other guy in the group. And they put him in the group. We went to meet this guy. His name was Gino Wesley. He's doing a lot of blues out of Mobile right now. And Gino was in the group. And then James Harper was in the group. It was like a total of 6 of us. We looked like a football team. I remember we sung in front of Gladys Knight's sister label, and she was like, man, are y'all a fucking football team? Because it was 6 of us. But it was good times back then, and basically what happened a little bit after that was Gino left the group, James ended up leaving the group, and Keith Pleasure came back. Now, when Keith Pleasure came back to the group, that's when things started getting a little bit more serious. It was like we were trying to really go get a record deal now, and not just kind of do this as a hobby. You had Dre, he was the leader of the group. We had Herbert Woods, the musician and the producer of the group. Keith Pleasure, lead vocals. Ryan and me was like background and dancing and stuff. And then we met this guy named Tony Warner. Now, when Tony Warner came into the picture, he was like the person that actually took us to get a record deal. He had knowledge about the music industry and stuff like that. He was a little ahead of us on a lot of things. He was a lot ahead of us on a lot of things. Matter of fact, he took like 25% in management, which now I've been in the industry for a while. I know that's like 5% more than he should have took, Tony. But it's okay, because he took us right in, started his own label, Mojam, and then he got us our first major distribution deal with Belmont Records. We were label mates with B Rock and the Business Boys, Prince when he changed his name to The Symbol, Jody Watley, Johnny Guitar Watson. It was a lot of people that were on that label, but they ended up signing this group called Tag Team. When they signed Tag Team and Whoop There It Is came out, that pretty much was the end of our little venture with Belmark, because the one-hit wonder thing started. You know, the label just pretty much wasn't focused on groups like us, because it costs more to do a whole album. It was like, why would we want to do a whole album with a group when we can just do like one song or one single with an artist and make millions and millions of dollars? To me, that was the beginning of our breakup, which led the group to kind of start just doing a lot of gigs. We were still getting booked, doing casinos and gigs that were paying us, but it seemed like the purpose was starting to deteriorate a little bit. And so we ended up breaking up like most groups. At some point, you know, you're gonna go your separate ways. I mean, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, I cried. I remember we sung a cappella at this place. The guys, we were gigging a lot, man. We did thousands of gigs, and you could tell the look on our faces. We were just getting tired of it. It was too repetitious, you know. So everybody kind of went their own solo ways, and we were all unique in our own way. But we went on to pursue our own individual goals. But currently, we're all still doing music. We're still all writers. We're still active, and we're family guys. And everybody in the group is still alive. The original 5. But we did lose some members. Rest in peace to my man James Hopper. Rest in peace to my man Kane. Kane was actually the guy I think started the group. He was before my time. But rest in peace to both of y'all. It's a little reminiscing with REM. I love my brother.